The Curse of Maraqua, Neopets plot, happened in 2005 during the height of the Pirates of the Caribbean craze. The Neopets trading card game released different expansions along with the plots that occurred on Neopets, and this is a box of those booster packs. I was really into the Neopets trading card game growing up, and now that I'm an adult with all the full responsibilities and benefits, including having a job, I could now buy an entire box and open it just because I feel like it. So continuing with that Lisa Frank theme of doing stuff because I can, I got this box off of Amazon, and I'm opening it here for your pleasure if you've never done it, or if you're just curious what the Neopets trading card game is like to consume. This is me opening the box. Each of these booster packs have 9 cards in them, and they have 1 redemption code card. Growing up, I kept all of these cards, even the redemption code. And I also got into the habit of collecting the blister pack themselves, the little shiny tinfoil carrier that the cards come in. So when I try to unwrap these packs, you're gonna see me trying to keep them intact with only the top open. There are 2 booster pack types in this box that I can't do that at all on, and those are the Garen and Captain Scarblade. It turns out they have a perforation at the top of the pack that makes it impossible to not rip open the entire case, but as you see throughout the entirety of this video, I keep trying because I am not a quitter and I want to keep everything related to Neopets. I was always really into this game, and I remember growing up when my mom would buy me 3 packs. She would buy me 3 packs a week, and I would immediately tear them open and put them in order before I even got home, usually while we were getting lunch after hitting the mall. And I got really into just keeping everything and keeping it super organized because I didn't have a lot of physical Neopets memorabilia. So this card game was a huge connection, a physical connection for me to Neopets. The only merch that I had were the McDonald's toys and these trading cards and a few things that we got on sale from Limited Too with Neopets. So this was really big for me. As I opened these blister packs, I put them in order. That's a little boring, so I spliced that out, but don't you worry. I do have some of me putting it in order later. Stay tuned. I was 13 years old when this expansion pack came out, so it would have been right at the height of my Neopets career when I was the most involved on Neopets. And I had lots of posters hanging up in my room, including of this expansion pack. The Neopets magazine would have these pull-out posters that had all of the cards on the back of them, and then on the other side was a promotional image. And for the Curse of Maraqua promotion, it was Garen, the main character of the storyline. If you're unfamiliar with the story, you could still read through it on Neopets. It's the concept that Maraqua was destroyed and left in ruins. Maraqua is kind of like a Neopets version of Atlantis, where there are these merfolk and all kinds of Moroccan people living. So 2 of them include Kalis and her sister Iska, who are Moroccan Aishas, who are gifted with being able to see the future. However, Kalis can only see negative things and Iska can see positive things. While our protagonists are quite young, Garen, a yellow ouzel, falls into the water, almost drowns, and a child, Iska, rescues him and returns him to the water surface. Kind of in a, the Little Mermaid way, but, it's got Neopets in it, so no copyright infringement there. Years later, Garen is the leader, the captain of a pirate ship. He is a pirate, but like a good one in like the, positive, friendly, child-friendly way on the open seas. The evil Captain Scarblade, who is, a stand-in for every villain ever. His name is literally Scarblade. He's got a big old scar on his face and he's got a blade. He wants to take the spoils from Maraqua, I believe. Maraqua is rebuilding, very sketchy, very paranoid of outsiders when Aiska once again rescues Garen from a situation, or she just makes contact in once again a very Little Mermaid-esque way, and brings Garen under the water using a magic necklace that lets him breathe under the water. They hang out. She gets in trouble for bringing him there. I would also like to point out that a major paradigm of the story is that Aiska is celebrated as a hero of the people because she can see good things. However, Kalis, her sister, has been rejected by Maraqua proper because she only sees negative things. It's totally not her fault what she could see. They just kind of throw her out, she's a witch. Bah. There are actually kind of evil sea fairies called the Wretched. Anyways, so Captain Scarblade and his buddies decide they want to ransack Maraqua, and a war breaks out. I'll leave it up to you to decide who won, the good guys or the bad guys. Okay, have you decided yet? Alright, the answer is the good guys won. And Garen and Aiska are friends, and it's good and it's beautiful, and people get trophies on their user lookups, and we get the Maraquan Neopet color, and proper Maraqua returns to the Neopets map. That is the long-lasting legacy that it has. Lore-wise, we have Kalis return to Maraqua. She's celebrated because they realize, hey, it's not your fault you can only see negative things. It's kind of useful to see negative things too. And then the story, I believe, kind of sets up the Darkest Fairy, because the Darkest Fairy, the character, if you're familiar, was a statue in Maraqua, and then the statue disappears, and then we get the Darkest Fairy plot / video game, which happens later. This all happened when I was 13, so I actually have a good deal of these cards. However, I moved across the country 2 years ago, and I did not bring all of my Neopets cards. I'm kind of bringing them in shipments, and the one of the expansions I did not bring up with me is the Curse of Maraqua deck. So I have a lot of these cards, and I get to redo this exciting practice of putting them in order again once I bring up all of those cards that I already have. Here's just a slice of what it's like to put these cards in order. I bet if you got the cumulative time in my life that I've spent putting Neopets trading card game cards in number order, it would come up to days worth of time, because I simply have so many of these cards. And I've purchased out many boxes. In my childhood, it was one pack at a time, but I was the only person buying these cards. So I was buying out the boxes over a long period of time. Now I've moved to the realm of buying packs of cards or collections off the internet, and it finally evolved to this point of me just straight out buying a box. Now these boxes are out of print, so there will eventually be no more unboxings like this accessible to the public. So I hope you guys enjoy me sorting these cards now and unboxing this box. I enjoyed it. It's really fun to, open things, and they're all shiny, and some of them are holographic. What I'm doing here is I'm making piles of cards by what number they are. I've got 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through 30, and I'm putting the cards in order in small batches and then in large batches. Complicated. And I'm not putting them in books anymore. I'm storing them in large boxes, trading card game card boxes. in order, and then I'm eventually going to get sleeves for them so that everything stays in very good shape. The cards that I have from my childhood are a little bit rough around the edges because I played them without the sleeves, or I spent a lot of time moving them from binder to binder, and that is just the natural kind of wear and tear that happens with that kind of card management and use. But these are functional items. They are supposed to be used, so I don't really mind them getting a little rough around the edges. It just shows that they were loved. For me, I think that, form should follow function, and using something is the best way to respect it and take care of it. This stack of cards is the cumulative stack of cards in numeric order. So these are all of the cards that I unboxed from this box in their correct order. So it's a huge stack of cards, and it's really hard to manage in this state. I'm going to break it down in a few other ways, but this is the entire box reduced to just the cards, no blister packs, none of those redemption cards, just the raw cards in straight up numeric order with all of the duplicates included. I've now sorted the deck into duplicates and the rares. So I deduplicated the deck, so I just have one of each in this smaller hand, and this is all of the unique cards that I received from the box. It's much smaller than that huge pile that you saw a minute ago. That was all of the cards together. And then over here I have the duplicates. And if you compare the unique to the duplicates, you can tell that there are a lot of duplicate cards. This is nice for, deck building, and also the whole point of trading cards is that some of them are rarer than others. So you're going to expect this. But I did have some duplicate rarer cards in this stack. Because some cards are rarer than others and some are more common, you're going to get a lot of duplicates of just one card. So the card that I had the most duplicates of in this box is this yellow Chambi card. When you are playing Neopets trading card game the way that it was intended to play, it would make sense to have multiples of one card in your hand, maybe a consumable item like asparagus or so. But if you're just collecting for the sake of having a full expansion, this is less helpful. After you open your trading card box and you have your redemption codes, the next thing to do is to take them online and redeem those codes. This is a little bit controversial because, you get like Neopets or rare items out of the codes. But it is a little bit like gambling. You could also get junk items. There is a strategy and a technique to doing it. You get 3 possible choices, and after you skip a choice, you can't go back to it. However, there's always the option of the Neo points that pays out quite a lot, and the paintbrush items are the rarer items. So, just keep skipping until you possibly get a paintbrush item. That's how I tend to do it. There is a strategy. The different expansion packs have different prizes to them. I, have done this quite a lot over time, but it's been years. So this is how you go through it. I'm not afraid to have the redemption codes up here because they're one use. So, even if you try to take this code and enter it now, it's not going to give you anything. This is just, the big payoff. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is something I've been working on for a while, and I was considering not releasing it, but you guys say that you wanted to see it. So here you go. Here's the Neopets trading card game unboxing for the Curse of Maraqua. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer anything about the Neopets trading card game.